This game certainly sort of teetering towards its conclusion here. Ball straight out of play.
Yes, people then, what's good? What's going on? Welcome back to Danny AFC. Let me shut this TV up. Welcome back to Danny AFC TV. Shouts out to local them. Yeah, you won't see him again now. Getting himself comfortable. I was just watching Man United TV. Not that we're Man United fans out here. It was one way for me to catch up on the Arsenal Man United game that I did miss the other night. Shouts out to all the real ones. Do be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. So let's turn off Manchester United TV. As I said, I just had to catch up on what I missed, basically. Obviously, Man United or Liverpool TV. If anyone does happen to miss the Arsenal-Liverpool game tomorrow night, which I'll be doing a live watch-along for. Going to Liverpool TV, if you have the ways and means of Liverpool TV, I suppose, is one way of recatching up on the game. Now, people then. Ricardo Caladeforre. It's done. It's dusted. He speaks fucking good English, no? Obviously, I fucking never seen him play football before, let alone hear him talk. So hearing him talk today made me a little bit more relaxed. He sounds like a confident chap. Sounds like a guy on a mission, a man with a plan, a man that seems to be coming here to progress, to learn. Again, it's weird trying to judge a player that I've actually never seen play. I don't think he'll be here to play left centre midfield. I've thrown it out there a couple of times. On watching a few clips of him last night, he doesn't seem like a guy that would come to the Premier League and be a natural or even a good footballer in the midfield, to be honest with you. He is, I think probably as Yui said, my brother from another mother, he's that kind of brute. I would say Italian, not exactly old school, but an Italian who knows how to defend. Guys, do be getting a like on the video. Do be subscribing if we're new. Boss Blah, nice to have you back, my G. What's good in the hood? So Ricardo Caladeforre is done. We hear we're about to receive something in the region of around £27 million for Emile Smith Rowe. That will be increased by about another £7 million on appearance-based, whatever, hard-ons, let's call them. Mikel Merino. Do you know what, bruvs? I'm not saying he's a direct Emile Smith Rowe replacement here, but to be losing just one of our own, like, I don't know, Emile Smith Rowe, basically. 24. I know there's a footballer inside him. I'm pretty sure fucking Fulham and Marco Silva will unleash that fucking footballer. But it's a shame to see him go. Now, if you're talking for like Musiala, who plays a similar position to Emile Smith Rowe, or a Florian Wirtz, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, maybe let's, you know what I mean? Emile, I like you, but do you know what I mean? Fuck off. Again, not saying he's the direct replacement or even plays in the exact same position. He's more of a 6 or an 8 Merino. Okay. I don't think we're going to buy an attacking midfielder. Again, obviously, with the Trossards, the Vieiras, the Havertzes, even though he's going to be a striker. Odegaard, obviously. There's a few things, basically, I'm still a little bit unsure of on the way we're going to line up next season. Again, all right, Caladeforre, is he a starter? What happens to them, Mr. Poor old Timber? Timber's looked half decent in pre-season. I kind of like the kid Haven as well. Haven is decent. What's going on, Boss Blah? Are you good, my G? Let's just try and get the stream out there. Guys, do be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. It's been getting fucking quiet out here, isn't it? Right, let's... What's been deleted? I done nothing. Twitter, I done nothing. Allow me. Let's get the stream out there real quickly, guys. Jump in and out. Boss man, what are you saying? If we was to dish you up after Caladeforre, Neto and Victor Gyokeres, how do you feel about that? Oh, here's a question about the Victor Gyokeres. Danny, do you reckon we're going for Gyokeres? Bro, I'm so unsure. I'm hearing that there's a gentleman's agreement in place. This is no bullshit. That there is a gentleman's agreement in place with Sesko for next summer. It was decided late on that possibly Sesko wasn't as ready as he thought for the Premier League. Perhaps it would benefit him staying at RB Leipzig for one more season. I don't know. Maybe it is a nice place to learn and play football. Xavi Simons is on his way back there. I thought Xavi Simons would have outgrown that and tried to find a permanent team this summer. He's another one like Odegaard. I've been on loan here, there, everywhere. This cunt's been on more loans than fucking, I don't know. Is it his third season on loan? Xavi Simons. I don't fucking get it with some people. That guy's obviously got all the talent. I don't know. Maybe he does want to play for PSG. Maybe PSG do not want to let him go and be burnt later on in life when he turns into a fucking world-class footballer. I actually can't tell you what's going on with Xavi Simons. Back to Victor Gyokeres. I'll tell you what I do know. Arsenal don't want to pay the release clause of £85 million. And if a guy that has a release clause and you kind of don't want to match or reach or fulfill the release clause, I'm not saying you shouldn't be allowed to admire or like the talent, the product, the footballer. What I am saying is how serious is the customer approaching that product, that footballer. I don't know, boss blah, I'm selling a car for 500 quid and you come and try and throw 200 at me. It's like, my car's got a release clause, son. In fact, no, at the auction, it has got a reserve, innit? Right, my car's got a reserve of 500 quid, boss blah, you motherfucker. So why are you trying to show me 3,500? So there's that side of it. Sporting CP, will they try and hold on, demand and command the whole of the 85 million? I reckon probably. Reason being, I'm not sure. I don't think it's as much as the whole California, Bologna, fucking Basel bollocks. But I know Coventry are due money. I believe it to be 20%. They're not going to want to rob themselves, old Sporting CP, because remember, I don't give a fuck what he done at Coventry, bros. It was the 43 goals or whatever goals at Sporting CP that's kind of made everyone start wetting themselves and thinking that this guy actually is the striker of the year. Bros, as I told you, if Arsenal was to play the waiting game and the brave game, if you went into the last week of the window and Victor Osimhen, Ivan Toney, and Victor Gyokeres are still available in the last 7 to 10 days of the transfer window, I sniff a bargain. I sniff a deal. I sniff an incentive. Victor Osimhen, I think you'll get him out of Italy for £80 million if he's there in the last 10 days. I know these are risks to wait for talent in the last 10 days, but I don't believe we're that in for a striker. We've got Jesus, we've got Havertz, and unless someone come and put a significant amount of money on the table, and we've got that bastard in Nketiah. So unless someone comes and puts significant money on the table for either, well, two of them, because we're pretty happy with Havertz, allegedly, I see no striker, my friend. So what I'm going to concentrate on is a midfielder, which I believe to be Mikel Merino, and then it's a winger, mate. I don't like Rafinha. I don't like him. He annoys me. I think he's inconsistent. If I was a Barcelona fan, I might have beat him up already. But I know he's got a trick in him. We do need a striker. Don't you think? I think we need a striker desperately, mate. I believe we haven't won the title the last 2 years. Not last year as much. We did score about 84, 85 goals. Congratulations, well done. But take Trossard's little heroics away from last year. Let's say Havertz doesn't score as many goals, even though I pretty much bank on him too. If he's getting the minutes, I think he'll score goals. Havertz, he's one of them cunts. Will we buy a striker? I don't think we're going to, mate. I think Eddie would have to leave first, and I think there'd have to be significant money on the table for even possibly Jesus as well. We've got our number one striker next season. That's as much as I can tell you. Havertz is the number one. Whether we're buying someone to come in and fuck with him, a straight backup for him, or a top shelf that's possibly going to take his place, I can't see that at this moment. Do you know what I mean? If you go for a Gyokeres, it suggests that he probably starts. He's the striker. He's your number 9. He starts at the start of the season. I'm not sure if he's really going to want to drop Havertz. Seriously. So I'm not sure it's Gyokeres. If he went down the Osimhen road, I think he's in everyone that wants to be a starter. I don't think we're going top shelf, guys. I don't think we're going anywhere near the kind of name that Arsenal fans probably hope and deserve. out of this window. That's why I'm going to put my thoughts and efforts back to the central midfield and winger, because I believe winger he sees will be the way that will be the extra 10 or 15 goals, whether it be a Pedro Neto, whether it be a Rafinha, preferably let it be a Desiree Dewey of Rennes. The more and more I watch this kid's got a trick in him. Similar to that Jeremy Decoux, he's at Man City. He's fast, he's electric. He likes holding the left hand fucking side, and then just he kind of. It's like he'll think, "Fuck it, there's an arrow there." And then pings across. Like I don't know. At 18 years old, he's got a lot of ability. I can't see him getting any. I can't see him getting shit next season. Do you know what I mean? California man, just watched him. Hold on, yo. Hey, bros, I know, bros. Hey, literally, Lego man knew about this guy from time. Seriously, he's been watching him for the last 3 seasons, which makes me wonder why, when he was failing at Roma, why he never come in and bid for him. When he got shipped out to Switzerland for like, I don't know, £600,000, why didn't he go for him then? Rafinha's not for me either, bruvs. I'd rather Desiree Dewey. I'd rather Paul fucking Merson, bruv. Seriously. I'd rather Perry Groves back on the wing. Seriously, do you know what? If you're going to do that to me, you may as well give me Pedro Neto, but that cunt gets injured. See, the thing is with Neto, the reason why I think he liked Neto so much here, not only can play the right wing and give Saka a break here and there, I think he saw Neto as a central striker. I've been watching Neto recently, trying to see and decide if I liked him as a person and as a footballer. Neto's pretty fast. I didn't realise that he possessed that kind of pace. Neto's quite Speedy Gonzalez style. And again, not that I want Pedro Neto at the club. He doesn't like the left wing Neto. I have to say that. I've seen him on the left as well on a few clips. He loves the right wing, which makes me feel, well, Saka, you're not going to... Saka's like, well, fuck me. I can't be offended. You're not going to move Saka out of the team, and you're not going to make Saka change position. So, to sign Pedro Neto, it's like, oh, is that a Neto? Is that a Saka understudy? Again, guys, if we're spending 50, 60 million pounds on people, these ain't under fucking studies. I reckon we're buying pretty much like Havertz. Forgive me, guys, this is not a negative one. This is just me being realistic and seeing it from a different way. If you buy a California that can play left back and left centre back and possibly at a right push, because he's similar to John Stones, apparently, he can play left centre mid, or at least defensive centre midfield, because he's very similar to John Stones. According to himself, by the way, Arteta and probably Pep fucking Guardiola. Pedro Neto, left wing, right wing, definitely not a 10, but definitely could play as a 9. This is why I believe Pedro Neto could still happen. This little fucking bastard could play a 9. He's fucking fast. I've been watching him over the last, I don't know, few days, having a little look at basically beating myself up, torturing myself mentally, knowing that it's going to be Rafinha or Neto, Rafinha. So I've been watching both of them. Rafinha, I just want to jump over a wall at the fucking Nou Camp and just knock him out. He's frustrating. I'll knock him the fuck out. I'll pull him by his little dread. I'll rip his dread and I'll fuck him up. Like, seriously. No, Rafinha, 27. By the way, I told you, if anyone's that I don't like, I exaggerate by 6 months. He's 28. Back to the other motherfucker. Neto, 26. Peeling on 27. I only see this one happening if we get rid of Nketiah and perhaps Jesus. Because I'm telling you, we're buying players now. They're not masters of anything, but they're good at everything. Does that make any sense? How did Roy Keane explain it on fucking whatever? Munchen of the day. Like a jack of all fucking trades. Well, like, do you know what I mean? You went Havertz is a jack of all trades. Definitely the master of 0. Neto, jack of all trades. Master of 0. I don't want to say California because it's way too early. He hasn't even made his debut. Tomorrow night, guys, 1 a.m. Arsenal versus Liverpool. Brat, be in the building live. We're going to see California play. Where will he play? Left back, the centre back. Or will he not even play the fucking at all? But we will definitely, I'm pretty much certain, we will see Calafiore get some minutes. So it's going to be interesting straight away to see where he starts. Now that Calafiore has touched down, it'll be interesting to see if Timber carries on to play as centre back also. Right, let's get into the comments. Rafinha is not for me. He's a big cunt. Lakers. Whoa. Lakers. Oh, whoa. As Cornwall governor, bros, I know we should move for Galea, bros. Why not? Don't piss Lee Akers off. What? They're not trying to give us a profit. They're not trying to give us 74 mil for the fucking LTA. Are you sure you've read that right? I want you to go look at Leandro Trossard linked with a £204 million move to Saudi. See, that's the fucking Trossard Lee Akers knows and talks about. Bollocks. Billy is a good player. He reminds me of Neymar. To be honest with you, I've been stalking a lot of footballers over the last couple of days. Neto, Rafinha, Dewey. Dewey reminds me of like something like Man City sport, that Jeremy Decoe. He runs at you, he's brave, he's got a trick, flip, and he does. He goes down the left for a minute and then springs back in on the right. Neto is sick, never fit, is the problem. And this is what I mean. Jack of all trades, but the master of none. But is that a problem or is that a good thing? Is that smart signings? Like someone that just isn't. Like if you sign Alhan Shearer, it's a striker. You don't put him on the left wing. If you sign, all right, let's get present day footballers. Because Michael Owen is coming next to mine. Right, if you sign Ian Wright, he's not a number 10. He's not a left winger or not a right winger. Ian Wright scores fucking goals. So you play him as a number 9 with all respect and love. If you sign Alexander Isaac, again, clearly he is a 9. Nothing else, nothing more. He doesn't play left. He doesn't play right. He's not a 9. He's not a 10. He's not a false 9. He's a fucking brute battleman 9. If you sign yourself Gerard Bowen, guess what? Left wing, right wing, centre forward. Because that's what we're doing. So, guys, this is the question I'm trying to basically, after 17 and a half minutes of rambling on, this is the question. Grievo, get involved. Please, everybody get involved. Are Arsenal ducking top shelf by signing the players that play in multiple positions? Is this a smart way forward? Is this just a wanker's way of doing business? Guys, can someone help me out on this? Like, if you want a striker, get a striker. If you want a left winger, go get a left winger. I don't mind a guy that's fucking versatile. But when you're talking utility, man. Welcome, defend them. Watching it against City and Liverpool, the biggest clubs, even against us, is a problem. Here's the problem. I've sat down to watch Neto a couple of times, and every time I do, bang, he got pulled off 30 minutes before the game, so he's got a bellyache. Fuck off, Doug. Because he's got the fucking bellyache or something. So, Buzz, every time I attempt to watch this fucking fool, he's injured. Shout out to all my real ones this evening. Please be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if one happens to be you. Neto, you're selling it well. I'm almost convinced, bro. He could be very good compared to Rafinha. I prefer Neto. See, there you go, bros. And I do believe... The thing is, he's not so comfortable on the left. But again, Arteta being a cunt will probably give him his debut on the left wing. Just to bug him. Because remember, he is right-footed. So, do you know what? Let me reverse. It's definitely Neto. He is going to play left wing. And he's going to fuck with Martinelli. If Saka's ever got the arsehole or ever on well, bang. He's a natural right winger. And guess what happens? If you don't score goals, Pedro Neto's going up front. Guys, there you go. Bun Eze, I'm not taking that guy. And when you're talking £68 million, I'm not taking that guy. I think I'd almost go shopping at Wolverhampton. Do you know what, bros? Do you know what make me rest with this? We keep hearing, bros, I've heard something freaky today, but I'm hearing Ramsdale's going on loan to Forest, but here's something that shit. Arsenal are taking Trevor Chabloa from Chelsea and Ramsdale's going permanent swap. I was like, nah, that report is... Bro, they're the ones there you just don't mention. You're like, nah, that's bullshit. I don't want to hear anything close or similar to that. Trevor Chab Blower. You'd have Lee Akers going fucking nutty, bruvs. Like, then again, he likes Havertz now. Probably likes Jorginho. I'm joking, Lee. But when I read that, I was like, what do you mean? We're taking, I was like, a centre back? Chablower? Chabalar? How do you even say the cunt's name? Trevor Blowjob. I swear he was on his way to Fulham. They done like not a swap, but oh yeah, that tossing Addy, but he's gone Chelsea, isn't it? It makes sense. You fucking let them have their guy. I don't know what the fuck we were linked with him. That's true, indeed. But yeah. Getting back to what I was actually thinking. Don't Wolverhampton need a goalkeeper? Why don't we just say, listen, right, it's 30 mil. Fuck it, because we're never getting money for him. 35 mil, here's Ramsdale. Just get it done. If Neto is the guy that you want, just get it done. And try and save some of the money going out of the club, basically, by throwing in a Ramsdale, who we're not going to get money for, not from nowhere else. Like, he's a decent keeper. Why has no one even tried to throw what we paid at him? What we paid for him? Maybe someone has. And Arsenal have asked for £50 million. I'm hearing this all over the fucking world. Arsenal are overpricing their players again. I'm hearing fucking Tierney, they rated at fucking 18 million recently. And I was thinking, come on, bros, no one's going to take him. And here's the other thing. Tierney earns 120 grand a week. So the prospective bastard buyer has to pay him a lot of money as well, you know. Same with Nelson, same with Nketiah. They all earn a lot of money. Prospective buyers are not happy with that. Would you be? I'd rather go McDonald's or do some fucking recruiting. He's qualifying the squad quality rather than stars. And see, again, I'm fine with that. But just sometimes you have to pull out Ozil and Henry, a Bergkamp, something out of somewhere for all of these cunts to latch onto, if that makes any sense. Even if it was Nico Williams, even though he's not the attire of the players I've just mentioned. But again, everyone kind of like, rah, we've just signed Nico Williams, fuck me, beep, beep, down the left wing. Right, I've just convinced, fuck me, I should be a fucking, you know, the guy that convinces someone to buy people. I've literally just sold Neto to UE. You can see him right now, innit? You can see him coming on. Last 20 minutes as a striker, scoring against Man United, making us win at any time in the season. And then the next game, he starts on the left wing, scores 2 from the left wing. Havertz gets injured for 3 weeks. Unfortunately, Neto takes his place and gets 3 and 3. New hero. Rafinha is a tosser. Cornwall's lovely, brother. I want Neto. I think he's better than Martinelli. Tell you what, bros, I don't trust his fucking fitness. And that's a massive problem. We've had players before. Oh, yeah, Cam's watching in the building. When I was the building a squad. If you need a chicken, hold on, let's see what Cam's saying. He's watching. He's at work, so he said he can't comment. Watching at work. Yes, it's a wanker's way of building a squad. If you need chicken, you don't go and buy pork chops, do you? So there you go. So again, so Cam, as you're now listening, so you can further answer on the WhatsApp. Are we avoiding it? Is this the smart way to do business? Like Calafiore, I'm pretty sure someone's fibbing to us. I wanted him a year ago. Because if you don't want him a year ago, you can't. You'd have got him for £3.4 million. So let's not fuck about. If you don't want him Nico Marino a year ago, well, that cunt's been available for £20 million for all his life. Cesc Fabregas signed Varane for free. I know, and he's just missed out on David De Gea. Apparently, David De Gea wants way much per week in wages. Cesc Fabregas is doing a madness. Hey, bros, I told you when he first went to fucking... He's like Danny Omar. I've got to be careful how I say this club's name. As soon as he went to Cosmo... I said he'll be the next Arsenal manager, and I said he will be in the Premier League soon. Cesc Fabregas, watch this space, innit? He's doing his thing. He's getting Rafa over around him. David De Gea just said, no, David De Gea was ready to play for Fabregas, but apparently it's a wages thing. So Cesc Fabregas said they'll see if there's anything they can do to complete the deal. But David De Gea could be back in football in the Serie A alongside Fabregas and Rafael Varane. I think Alexis Sanchez should join him out there as well. He likes Italy as well, Sanchez. Fuck it, go Como. It's did I call him Cosmo? It's Como, isn't it? You cunt, Dan. Beautiful. I love it. It's good no one's in the comments, man, as fast as me, though. So even a minute later, what did I call him? Cosmo. Como. Girona ain't doing shopping like that, bruv. They're not doing shopping like that. They're a club that's kind of owned by Man City, like that team Troyes. So Troyes owned the winger that they've bought. He was on loan at Girona last year. He scored 19 goals and fucking whatever assists. Yeah, went to the Copa America with Brazil. What's his name? Silva. I can't remember the fucker's name. The only signing Man City have made this summer basically has become between three clubs that own each other. No, that's said wrong. The deal was done by Man City, but they kind of have a stake in the two clubs that the guy come from. So the guy was owned by a club called Troyes in France. He went to fucking Girona on loan. The rest is history. But Man City have a stake in both of them clubs. That's my only point. So, but anyway, my point is as well, they're not going for old people like that. Girona, they buy young people, bros, and try and do what RB Leipzig are doing, and try and fucking buy someone for 8 million and sell him next season for 22 mil. DJ DQ, what's good in the hood? Guys, we get a big like on the video. Leave Gyokeres alone. I want him. Do you know, bros? For me, you can fucking have him, bros. Because I tell you what, he played for Coventry a year ago. Did you want him when he was at Coventry a year ago? How about when he flopped at Brighton 2 years before that? Bros, he's been around England. Trust me. He's been at Swansea. He's been at Brighton. He's been at fucking Coventry. Did you want him at the fucking famous old cock-a-doodle-doo Spurs when he was at fucking them three wanking himself off? Bros, he's been at Swansea, Coventry. I think Sheffield Wednesday might have had him for 4 games. Fuck no. Guys, I'm going to get into a little bit of football news of today. Carafore, it's done. I like the way he fucking talks. Not everything that's coming out of his mouth. Literally, basically, yeah, brilliant English tongue. You know. Basically, he speaks the Queen's English fucking perfectly. So, yeah, no communication problems. Carafore. I like the way he talks as well. Seriously, I'm here to progress. It's day by day. I know I've got to work hard in training to become a better player, but I can't wait to get on the pitch because I'm going to do and show everyone what it's all about when I'm on the pitch. I know a player's got to talk like that, but yeah, I love it. Rafinha, £42 million, Arsenal fans, yes or no? I say fuck yourself, Rafinha. I never liked him at Leeds, don't like him at Barcelona, I don't want him at Arsenal Football Club. Victor Gyokeres, Arsenal will not pay £85 million, but if Sporting CP want to do a deal at near a 60, £65 million, I hear Arsenal may be up for a deal. Mourinho, yes, he will be in. It's a very lucrative 5-year fucking deal for the guy that played 17 games for Newcastle. Right, some cunt tried to have a go at me on Twitter. I said basically, Newcastle fans don't even know who this geezer is and he played for their club. He was like, he was a fantastic player for us. He was a fucking legend. He done this, he done that. I was like, cunt. He signed a 5-year deal. He played 17 games for you. How the fuck good could he have been if he played 17 games? Never got a reply. Cunt. Victor Gyokeres, I've already said his name. £27 million down up front, allegedly. Let's hope from Fulham for Emil Smith Rowe. £7 million in hard-ons to bring the deal up to £34 million. Ramsdale swap Chelsea player. Leave it alone. PSG have pulled the plug on the deal for Victor Osimhen. With any respect, guys, with all respect, in fact, I'm still mind blown by this. Why is Nico Williams staying at Athletic Club Bilbao? It's probably a lovely place to chill, play football, smoke weed, sit on his lovely house with a porch and the wind blowing in the perfect direction with a perfect sort of fucking breeze in between the sand, the water, and the fucking whatever. But allegedly, you've got Club Barcelona chasing you. You've got London Club Arsenal chasing you. Liverpool, Chelsea, whatever piece. Newcastle was up for it. Apparently, Villa was fucking talking about him up to like 3 weeks ago, and they realised, like, you know what, this is long. You don't want to go nowhere. A Villa fan did say to me, and I dismissed him immediately. He said to me a couple of weeks ago, "Don't be so surprised when we sell Diaby if we just don't tie up a deal for Nico Williams. You watch us go next season. You watch us go." I told him fuck off bollocks, and he was a massive big Northern cunt or Birmingham cunt, but I did have to think about it. Imagine Nico Williams at Villa. Anyway, Equalizy Fernandez, £12.7 million release clause. Arsenal and Brighton are all over this Argentinian who has been doing well in Argentina recently. Now, I run my eye on him and run my eye on a few of his stats over the last couple of days. And just looking on his last game alone, so I like to look at his last game. When the fuck this guy's the last play? Well, he played like last week. He scored 2, assisted 1, man of the match. I thought, okay, let's look a bit more into this little Fernandez cunt. But anyway, this little Fernandez cunt has got a £12.7 million release clause. Guys, God bless you, Emil Smith Rowe. I'd like to take this moment to say goodbye to Emil Smith Rowe. Emil, it weren't your fault, bros. If Emre was still around, bros, it could have all been so different for you, bros. Savio, that's the guy's name. There you, bros. Don't get it, bros. I'm never wrong. I'm never wrong. Oh, you way, I'm fucking never wrong. Savio, what did I call him? It weren't Savio, I'll tell you that much. Savio, you're right. Freeman City owned clubs. Yes, bros. So Troyes, who is kind of owned by Man City or is owned by them. Girona, who is kind of is owned by Man City. And yes, last stop being Man City, Savio. And he did murk it. He's another one, though. He's a frustrating fucker. He does that same. Let me take on the left back. Down the line. Woof, crosses it in. Then again, for Haaland, that could just do a job. I think just with us fucking around with Havertz and Jesus, it just doesn't work. John Duran is a good replacement for Jesus. That's interesting. I believe there's a footballer in this John Duran. I've only seen little clips and obviously what he was played last season. I did watch his debut when he did score in it for Villa as well, funnily enough. I think he's a talent. The thing is, allegedly, he's got a massive attitude. Like, Emre don't like him. He don't like Emre, so that's clear. Emre's fine with him going. Emre's cool with everyone in Villa, but I've heard this guy is a bit of a mug. Now, West Ham couldn't agree a deal with Villa. Villa want £40 million cash money for him. They're not having a bar less. So I have to reverse the question. For a guy that we don't know, if he's really there, blah, blah, blah. I think he's about 19, by the way, WB. Check that out for me. Would you pay £40 million cash money? Because I tell you what, if you took that money to Barcelona, and I'm not talking Rafinha, there's someone else around that £40 million mark at Barcelona that interests me more. It's someone that I said in this channel we should go for. Do you remember when I say we always miss out on young Brazilians? Gustavo Willian, Endrick. You know who we're talking about, Yui? I can't remember the cunt's name. Little Barcelona Brazilian kid. Fuck off. I've got to write his name down over the last couple of days. What's his name? I'm going to find it first. No one's going to beat me to the punch. Fuck you. What's that Barcelona winger's name called? Victor Roque. Fucking cunt. Victor Roque. Fuck for that. I've heard he's available at around £40 million. I think he would be an interesting signing. Real talk. I think he'd be quite interesting. Very interesting. He's looked decent in small dosage of Barcelona. Oh, then again, it's a risk, isn't it? As I always say at footballers, you don't go shit overnight. He looked shit hot before he went Barcelona. And he's been getting the hump because he believes he should be starting ahead of Rafinha's and whatever. He might be fucking right. That's not my argument here right now. Is I'm just wondering if you would go on, Oliver, brother. What's going on? If you would throw £40 million at a kid from Aston Villa called John Duran, would you throw £40 million at a 19-year-old Brazilian called Victor Roque, who plays for Club Barcelona? But let me get into a couple of other bits and pieces. Who's going to miss Emil Smith Rowe? I think it's a mad shame. There's a fucking really good footballer in Emil Smith Rowe. And even though a lot of people think 27, 34 mil is decent money, if we'd have sold him at the right time 2 years ago, if that was the fucking intention, we would have got 60 mil for him. So I think it's a bit of a fucked up piece of business by Arsenal in all kind of fucking ways. I don't know. A kid like that, if he managed to have one good season next year and get himself back into the England team, he's another £60 million again. I don't know. Calafiore is finally done and dusted. £42 million. Will he be ready to make his debut tomorrow night versus Liverpool? I will be covering that game, guys. Tomorrow night, 1 a.m. live. Arsenal versus Liverpool. Rafinha, £42 million. Arsenal fans, yes or no? Victor Gyokeres. Arsenal will not pay 85 mil, but they will go to that 60-65. Marino, Mikel, agrees a 5-year, massively lucrative contract at Arsenal Football Club. He will be confirmed in the next coming days. Ramsdale swapped for a Chelsea player. This will be continued. Someone's winding me up, but I've been told that Chelsea have tried to pull the plug on Ramsdale going Forest because they now have a slight interest in him, but don't want to pay cash, want to swap someone. When someone told me that Trevor Blower, fuck off. PSG have pulled out of the race for Victor Osimhen. Arsenal fans, should we move in? With all respect, why has Nico Williams decided to stay at Atletico Bilbao? Honest, I don't fucking get it. Fernandez, as I've said, the Boca Juniors, 22-year-old midfielder. He's got a £12.7 million release clause. He's been linked with Arsenal and Brighton today. Fulham have bid for Scott. No, we'll try and wrap up a deal for Scott McTominay as soon as the deal for Emile Smith Rowe is done. Diego Gomez is on his way to Brighton for £12 million. Brighton turned down also a £25.6 million move, a bid from Stuttgart for David Undav. Napoli are going to come back for Billy Gilmore. It will be £12 million with add-ons. Not bad. Billy Gilmore, £12 million with add-ons. It's amazing we can't sell our players. Simons is on his way back to RB Leipzig on a 1-year loan. Leon centre-back is on his way to Everton for a medical £17 million. Jake O'Brien. Who? West Ham are close to sealing a £15 million move for right-back Wan-Bissaka. I think that's a fucking brilliant move by West Ham. Girona have signed Brian Gill from Tottenham on a season-long loan. Federico Chiesa has been offered to Premier League clubs. Man United agree a £20 million deal with Bayern Munich for Nazir Mazuri. Anthony Gordon is still Liverpool's top target this window. And Manchester United, guys, are about to build the best stadium in the world. Now, I've been watching a bit of everything today, from TNTs to Skies, and listen to me carefully. So they've looked at Arsenal. They've looked at Tottenham. They've looked at Wembley. Then they've went over and done all the American clubs. They've looked at a lot of Stan Kroenke's franchises over there. And what he done to regenerate a whole area by dropping some mad stadium, which is like pretty for about the next 3 miles all around the fucking area. Kroenke knows how to build a stadium, little cunt. Ha! Ha! I see. In America, he knows how to build a stadium. But apparently they're speaking to Kroenke's people, or not Kroenke's people, the people that helped to make Kroenke's stadiums. And Man United are about to go in on a 100,000 all-seater super stadium. This will have hotels. This will have fucking, I don't know, things that fucking blow you as soon as you put your ticket through the fucking machine. I don't know. But it's going to look on top. It's going to be splendid. And even though I love the Emirates and everything, we jumped in way too fast when we quit Highbury, man. We should have stayed there for another 10 years, bollocks. I watched a couple of these Evertons or whatever, Liverpools. Watch how other teams tackled trying to get extra fans, extra bums on fucking seats. Because I tell you what, by going first, Wembley looked at what we done. Tottenham looked at what we done. Chelsea looked at what we done. Liverpool and Everton have clearly looked at what we done. And yeah, we built one fuck of a stadium. I can't lie. It's beautiful. I love the Emirates. But now it's just like the best you can sort of achieve from it is a lick of paint in the summer and hope that it still sort of looks decent by the time you get there for the first game of the season. And other clubs are going to have super fucking stadiums. Like, go and research this Man United shit, man. Like, the fucking shit that they're going to build. It's like, oh, fuck. Okay, so I'm saying it the way it sounds, but how do you say it? Chab blower. I don't think you say it like that, you silly little cunt. Let's be honest, before the international tournament, who heard of these players? I never heard of none of them. There you go. I never heard of either. For me, not knowing a player when they're like 28, and 22 respectively, bro. Listen, I told you, I know Turkish kids before they've made their debut in Turkey. So I told you, I got massive alarm bells on both of them, and that is Calafore also. You should do three. Hold on, you should do three. I'll go into details there. Well, the only detail I can go into, which I will do more tomorrow, will be the people I believe. I'm going to look into a little bit more of Calafore's life. So tomorrow's 10 p.m. stream, but remember we're doing Arsenal Liverpool tomorrow night. I want to look Chaloba. That's the way you say it. Respect, Cab. Chaloba. I knew I was saying it totally wrong. Chaloba. Respect. Chaloba. Bro, do you know what? Fuck me. I don't know if someone is trying to wind me up today, yeah, but I got told Arsenal was considering swapping Ramsdale for him. Let me see how I say it again. Chaloba. Arsenal was considering a straight fucking swap with Trevor Chaloba. It's just certain names, bro. Chaloba. Chaloba. Trevor. Can I just call him Trevor? Magangela. Can I just call him Trevor? Listen, I know I've said we can't get money for Ramsdale, and we should probably go and knock on Wolves' door if we really want Pedro Neto, but fuck me. That's drawing the fuck you line. But Cam, just while you're there, have you heard anything about this new 100,000? Basically, they said it's not worth trying to do a liquor paint at Old Trafford. It's fucking gone. It's fucking falling to shit. Can't believe that to be that true. But it's falling to shit and the roof's falling in. So, do you know what? It'll be just as cheap just to fucking... How are they going to do this? What? Fucking go and play in Man City's ground for a year? How are they going to achieve that? They're not going to go and fucking move into Wembley Stadium. There's any other stadiums up north? What could they do? Play at Villa Park for a year? Where the fuck could Man United play? That's Birmingham. Like, where could Man United play if they tried to build a super stadium and tried to do it as soon as, say, this season closed, a year away, perhaps, and then back the year after? Is that even feasible? Do you think that's even mathematically possible? They support Wolves. There you go, guys. I don't think a Wolverhampton fan straight face would say they'll be happy to see the back of him, because he is like the only guy that kind of saves them from relegation year in, year out. He scores just enough to keep them that side of the table, bros. He always does. Like, he's a good player, bros. Let's not get it wrong. But it is the injury record. As I've said, bros, I'm not joking. I sat down twice last year, like literally with my fucking Kellogg's cornflakes, my Weetabix, to sit down and actually watch this guy last year a couple of times. Resigned, knowing that he's coming to Arsenal eventually. But you know, both times I sat down to watch him, the cunt fucking didn't play. Because one time he got like a bellyache 30 minutes before the game, and the other time I actually didn't realise he was actually already injured. So I was like, oh fuck. They were like, Neto's out for 3 weeks. I was like, fuck me. So I've been legit a couple of times that I thought, right, Wolves are playing today, 7:45 live. I'm at home, I'm doing fuck all. Neto watch. He never fucking plays about Neto fucking watch. And one other thing, Yui did say something earlier on in the stream. He said he plays well against the big boys. I watched him play against Man City. He was actually good, actually. I take it back. I do remember Man City v Wolves last year. I don't know, bruvs. I wouldn't take an injury-prone geezer. Would I take him over Rafinha? Probably, bruvs. I don't want Rafinha at the club, bruvs, because I think I'd pull your hair out, bruvs. I'd go nuts if Rafinha come, bruvs. Rafinha's that guy. He's a fucking wind-up. He's one of them people as well. If it isn't going right for him on the day, that's it. I'm done. You know what I mean? Pointing to where the ball should have been. He's one of them fucks, bruvs, that will annoy the other players at some point when shit ain't going right for him. Don't get it twisted. If shit's going right for Rafinha and his little passes and his crosses are coming off and everything's great, he's a fucking very sensible footballer. But I've seen another side to Rafinha that I really don't like, bros. He's a bit ignorant, bros. I'd pull out his little fucking braid and bros. I'll do a lot. Guys, it is. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm kind of surprised. I've just soldiered this one 45 straight, just murked it, talking for 45 minutes. Because I've been doing a lot today, kind of all day long. Look at this dog. doing things, preparations, putting things into fucking place, putting things into perspective. Fucking, I've been doing a lot, to be honest with you, today. And I'm going to have to get up in the morning as well and get straight fucking onto it. Or I'm up all night doing things. So it's which one I choose. Am I up all night fucking around? Or am I up from 9 a.m. to about 12 fucking around, I reckon. It shouldn't be a 3-hour job. Yeah, I've got bits and pieces to do, but I'm not knocking into it. I'm too tired and lethargic to get into it tonight. I'd end up sitting there like, nah, bruvs. If I was doing it tonight, I'd end up falling asleep on the job, bruvs. I'm like, nah, fuck that. So, guys, before I do close the stream, is it Mikel Merino? Is it Pedro Neto? Perhaps Neto slash Rafinha? Because we are being, like, if you're listening to social media, the gangsters on Twitter, and if you're listening to little pricks like Fabrizio Romano's and other little fucking higher profile, let's call them the top shelf of bullshit rumor gurus. It looks like it's Mikel Merino, Victor Gyokeres, and Rafinha. I don't think we're doing 3. We're certainly doing 2. Merino, yes, collect the money from Emil Smith Rowe. We're going to pop that over to Spain for Merino, 20-25 mil. And then it's the winger next. If we got significant money for Ramsdale, Nketiah, Nelson, I believe there would be 3 signings made at the club this summer. But because all of them are going to go out on loan, and I believe the only one we're going to get money for is Emil Smith Rowe, I think that rules out the chances of a signing of a striker. So, for example, what I'm saying is, with the money from Emil Smith Rowe, we're going to go confirm Merino nice and quickly, and then we're going to go throw whatever our budget is at a winger, whether it's Rafinha, whoever. We're going to go buy a winger, and then we're going to wait to the last few days of the window. And if we can get money for Ramsdale, Nelson, and Nketiah, which I doubt, I think it'll be loan. I reckon we jump back into the market for a striker. Are you joking? See, I heard there was a deal there was a deal there to like at £20 million, and I heard they were trying to hustle that, saying we still want him, but we don't want to pay the 20 million. So who knows? Who cares? It ain't over 20 mil, but that isn't an exciting signing, especially if you're going through Ugarte as well. It's just not exciting. And if it's true Lenny Yoro could be injured for a little while, it's just so unexciting for Man United. But then again, that is just not our problem. That is not Lenny Yoro's getting injured. Ugarte, Amrabat signing again for Man United is not our fucking problem. I do see it as strange though. Talking about 100,000 fucking all seat fucking super stadiums, but you want to sign fucking Amrabat again, and it'll be a permanent one this time because they had him on loan last year. So I knew there was an agreement in place at £20 million. Whether they've met the £20 million, presumably they have. Welcome to Manchester again, Amrabat. Interesting. This guy will be on the move before the end of the window. I know Emre don't like him and he don't like Emre. I just don't think that's got out to the whole football world yet. Even though they're holding strong for 40 mil, I bet they'll let him go on loan though. They won't. I don't think they'll keep him amongst the first team next year. So if it goes on top, if it comes on top, and that John Duran is available in the last 7 days, something will happen. Because I know Emre is not shit hot on him, and vice versa. He's not in love with Emre either. Shouts out to Ollie. What's going on, my brother? Chalobah. Let's see what Cameraman is saying before I disappear. Call him Trev, the £1 billion stadium. Yeah, the £1 billion stadium. Yes, so Cam knows about this £1 billion stadium. I heard it was £2 billion, bros. I heard it was 2, no? 2 billion, no? Oh, what the fuck did I just press? 2 billion, no? I heard, yeah, Man United, like, like public financing they want to do for the stadium, and then obviously in-house money, and then disinvestment, renaming certain things. Not Old Trafford. That's apparently they're never going to change the name of Old Trafford. Shouts out to them for that. Would you do in if straight swap? Of course I would, but I tell you who wouldn't. Wolves. Wolves wouldn't do that deal, bruv. So it sounds brilliant, but it wouldn't happen because Wolves rate him at 65 and rate probably Eddie at 15, 20. There's your problem, mate. If Wolves knocked on our door and said, we'll give you Neto if you give us Ramsdale and Nketiah, because no cunt's going to pay money for them too, I snap that deal out of your hand and hope to the Lord on Allah that he doesn't get injured next season. You have to get realistic, bros. Our players ain't worth that sort of money. Either you or our football club have to think they're worth, bros. Ramsdale is not worth £50 million, bro. Nketiah is not worth £50 million, bros. Half that. And I'm being generous when I say half that. 25 and 25. And that's if I'm fucking feeling generous, bro. Because both of them, if you want the truth, I think they're both still in the club. I think they're both going out alone. Because they're both not worth over 15 fucking 18 million quid, bros. So, if you went to Wolverhampton and wanted to twist their arm and pretend like your product is worth £30 million each, and we reckon your one's worth about 50, and we should straight swap Ramsdale and fucking Nketiah. In fact, I'll write that one down. That one's quite interesting. I think they could do with a striker, especially when we nick Neto, and I think they could do with a goalkeeper because then they lose, or they're losing Bentley to us. Ramsdale 30 and Nketiah 15. Ramsdale 30 and Nketiah 15 for Neto. Yeah, I'll do that. 45. I don't think that was worth more than 45. Yeah, so I do that deal anyway. If you want to say Ramsdale's worth 100 mil and Nketiah's worth 110 mil, whichever way you dress it, I would still do the deal that fucks them two cunts out of my club and brings that little prick in, even though he's injury prone. Because I'm telling you again, what is the point of sending them two waste bastards out on loan? If you can find them a club somehow, but you know what one of them will do to us, yeah? Ramsdale would say, yeah, fuck it, I'll go and be Wolves' number one. And Nketiah will fucking turn down the deal and the whole thing would go tits up. The whole deal would go tits up because Wolves won't give that little cunt his 100 grand a week. And that's why things like this probably don't happen, bros, because then Wolves have to take into account, shit, hold on, contractually, what does Arsenal pay them? Ramsdale, 130. I see. Okay, well, that's our highest paid player at our club now. Fuck me. And now our second highest paid player at the club is fucking Nketiah. See what I mean, bros? For a lot of clubs, bros, if you want to talk down here, like if you're talking Brentford, if Ramsdale or Nketiah joins Brentford now, bros, that is their first and their second highest paid player at the club. Do you get what I mean, my friend? That's why Brentford don't take Nketiah, bros. That's why Brentford don't take Ramsdale. It's now getting as simple as this when you start doing the mathematics. Mathematics? I'm fucking good at it. The mathematics of these transfer deals, bros. And when you fucking the nuts like me, like certain Arsenal fans want to fucking stalk aeroplanes and see where California is. I'm more looking into the nitty gritty of fucking transfers and shit and getting to the bottom of them and getting to the truth of them. And this is why things like swap deals are not really a regular thing. That Sanchez Mkhitaryan was a one-off and doesn't very happen often. You haven't probably seen it again because it's usually down to the image rights of the players. How much they've got to give the fucking Nike that they work with, even though the club that they're going to is Adidas. It's such dumb ass things that break down swaps. Because swaps are a good way to get away a guy off your wage bill and get a guy that probably flopped over there into your club if you believe he can do well. But again, because of not even A and B, because of C, D, and E, a lot of these deals don't happen, WB, and that's the fucking reality of it. And then there's the other brute reality, like what I'm saying. Neto probably earns, I don't know, 60, 70, 80 grand a week at Wolves. Absolutely top whack. But you're still saying Eddie Nketiah is going to now earn more. Cool. Even though he'd be gone. Do you know what I mean? And then Ramsdale earns more than that. And then both players' agents are saying they want a 10% rise on what they're already earning at Arsenal. Then Wolves have got a massive problem. Do you get it? The luxuries of doing fucking transfer deals. Do you know what I mean? This is where Arsenal fuck themselves. Emil Smith Rowe isn't 110 grand a week footballer, bros. That's why that one's a lot easier for Fulham to finance. There is plan B. Tell the player you're now going to take 40 grand a week. A lot of footballers don't do that when they earn over 100 grand a week, bros. Nketiah would probably tell West Ham to fuck off if they come and offered him a deal, and it was on 45, 55 grand a week. If Fulham offered Nketiah a deal on 45, 55 grand a week, he's probably going to tell him to fuck off, bros, and say, do you know what, bros? I'm going to get my 100 grand a week for the next 4 years at Arsenal. Safe. Exactly. Do you understand why we get money for him and zero for everyone else? You see, Kiwar, I think he earns 58 grand a week, and that's probably about 20 grand too much. But anyway, he's another one I thought we should get cash money for. But it looks like he's going on loan. What, an Italian cunning bastard can't give the cunt 60 grand a week? Equal his wages. But no, bros. Apparently, a Serie A club can't afford to give Kiwar 60 grand a week. So they'll pay his wages for a year, see how good he is. So that kind of backtracks on it. But that's without a fee. I will probably pay 20% of the fucking wages anyway because we're cunts. But WB, it's time to go. It's been beautiful talking to actually just you for the last 10 minutes. So shouts out to you, my G. But that is why fucking transfers are so mad, bros. And then it annoys me because let's just pretend Mikel Merino went wrong at 28. The Newcastle flop. Bro, I don't think he owns a lot of Real Sociedad. I'm thinking 50 grand a week here. You know, I'm hearing we've offered him like a 200 grand a week deal. Why? Double his money. Give him 100 grand a week. If he really wants to play for Arsenal, Mikel Merino, fucking take 100 grand a week. If you earn 50 grand a week at Sociedad, why are Arsenal giving you 200 grand a week? Because if the deal goes shit in a year, bruv, who the fuck is taking him on 200 grand a week? Oh, mate, do you know Arsenal give me an absolute fucking headache? Osman for Lukaku. Hold on, what? Osman for Lukaku would be a great deal. What do you mean, for Chelsea? What, for Chelsea to swap them two over? I actually thought that would eventually happen this season. Because Napoli do want Lukaku. And Lukaku wants Napoli. He's travelled around Italy. He just likes every club. He's already played for Napoli once, no? And he's definitely played for fucking the ex-Totti manager. Well, yeah, I thought that would be the natural progression. But I do believe he's just not up Maresca's street. And I think if there's one thing the Chelsea boys are trying to do this time, where they've bought players for their other managers, whether it be what the fuck, one of them moths, whether it be Pochettino or whoever, I think they're trying to make Maresca decide not who he sells, because if Conor Gallagher gets a bid bang out, Maduki's going Newcastle allegedly. But yeah, if that one's there in the last 7 days, Chelsea might do it. But at this moment, because they've got Christopher and Cuckoo, they've still got a few strikers at the club, bros. Obviously, Lukaku's not off the wage bill yet at 200 grand a week or 290 grand a week. I think he earns something ridiculous, is Mr. Lukaku. Is it 290? Go and look at Lukaku's wage. You'll be surprised, bros. I'm sure it's on at 292 grand a week. Chelsea fucked up there. But yeah, bros, Mikel Merino, if Arsenal go and give him 200 grand a week and in a year's time, we're not happy with him, we're fucked. Guys, get the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. WB, you are the man of the match and the superhero of tonight's show. Please like, share, subscribe. Peace out, all the real ones. I'll be back tomorrow night, 1 a.m. Arsenal versus Liverpool. It is 1 a.m. Let me go check. 1 a.m. tomorrow evening for Arsenal versus Liverpool. Go to matches, Dan. Where's the countdown clock? There you go. 2 days, 1 hour. What do you mean 2 days, 1 hour? What day is it today? Oh shit, it's Thursday. No, it's Wednesday night. It's not tomorrow night, it's Wednesday night, you big cunt. Yeah, Wednesday night. Ah, it's Wednesday night, people, not tomorrow. It's Wednesday night. Alright, I'm a day ahead of myself. So, tomorrow night, 10 p.m. live, as you do. So, yeah. I want to get to the bottom of a few things. What was it? Mikel Merino, his life and his career. California, what have you been doing for the last 4 seasons, son? And who else is looking to Neto's health? And Rafinha's just piss-taking himself. I don't know. I think they're one of the cunts that are coming. As I'm saying, if you could fraud it somehow, and say Wolves, you can have Nketiah and Ramsdale straight swap for Neto. It wouldn't burn me as much because these two footballers are going to go out on loan, and I know that they won't be obligations. My whole heart tells me it will be no obligations. It'll be a loan and a fucking think at the end of the season. But on that note, Do get the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we're new. So it won't be tomorrow night at 1 a.m. It will be Wednesday night at 1 a.m. I'll be in the building for Arsenal versus Liverpool. If there is any other friendlies, I will go and check. Shall I go and check? Shall I go and check? WB, what other friendlies are coming up? Let's just get WB on it as well. These are the things this boy is good at. Don't ask him a time of a fucking boxing fight or something, but yeah. Alright, according to Sky, no. Europa League, Champions League qualifiers. No. That's one not to be missed. Bucky Thistle versus Dundee United beating. Fuck me. Olympics. Nope. All the friendlies are over now, yeah? Now that I want to do them. Now, there's a few high profile. Let me tell you what's going on. I wrote it down a couple of days ago. There's a couple of good ones still coming up. Where are they? 31st of July. Barca Man City. 31st of July. Cool. Liverpool Arsenal, 1st of August. Man City versus Chelsea, I think that is, August the 3rd. Barcelona versus Real Madrid on the 4th of August. Arsenal Leverkusen on the 7th. Barcelona AC Milan on the 7th. And Arsenal Lyon. I think that one's the 7th and the other one was the 4th. I don't really fucking know. All I do know is I'm getting out of the building and I'll see you all soon. They're the friendlies that I shall be trying to cover. Barcelona, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea, Barca, Real Madrid, Arsenal, Leverkusen, Barcelona, AC Milan, and Arsenal versus Lyon. Guys, peace out. God bless. Good night, y'all.